Hello, another exciting day, and welcome our viewers to Zingatia Eden Farm. We value you, we appreciate your time that you've taken to view us, and we have some exciting stuff ahead that we want to share with you. So today we are going to specifically talk about spinach seed bed preparation. Most of you have been having problems of when you want to prepare a nursery bed for spinach, it fails, or you don't get that right percentage of germination. So the reason is how we handle the nursery bed. How do we prepare it? How do we handle the seeds? So those are the things we're going to enlighten you about. Number one, seed selection is very important. What kind of a seed do you have or that you take to the nursery bed? Quality seeds from qualified and approved agrovets is what we recommend. For us here, we're going to talk about this variety, which is Pod Oak Giant. Pod Oak Giant, the one we have is from Agrichem Limited. Agrichem Limited. This is the spinach that we've seen it working very well. And we want to take you through how you're going to prepare the best of the best seed bed so that you achieve the best results. Because the happiness of any farmer is to get maximum results from their venture. Remember, farming is not a very easy thing, but you just need to do it right. And when you do it right, then the results are always there. So come with me as I take you through the steps that will be there, how you prepare the bed, the measurements that should be there, and all that. And I'm very sure we are going to do very well. Come with me. Good. Welcome back. Now here we have a seed bed that is 2 meters by 1 meter. We recommend 1 meter wide because of one very simple reason. Make sure that your seed bed, you can work half of it from one end. That's why 1 meter is preferable. So 1 meter so that you can work half of it here when you're weeding or taking care of it as it grows. And you see, you can touch the half from this side. And here also, if I'm from this side, I can also touch half of it here. So that is a basic thing that you need to know. So number two, if you tilting here, if you're plowing here, make sure you have fine tilt. Make sure the big rocks are not there. Make sure the soil is smooth enough. Call it fine tilt, so that at least the big rocks will not be a block to the small seeds that you're going to sow here. Make sure you level it well. That way. A rake would do well. If you're using a rake, the better. Or anything that can make it flat, so that when we water, the water does not run or form rills that are going to take away our precious fertile soil. Then we need some manure. Here we have some manure here. So I want to come here. You need well decayed farmyard manure. If you can get chicken manure, then the better. So make sure you spread it on your chicken. Spread it well. So you can have as much manure as possible. We recommend 1:3. That is, for one wheelbarrow, you can have 3 wheelbarrows of soil. But you can always estimate. Then we can still mix with our rack here. And still mix all through, breaking the any big rocks you see, such that we achieve the fine till. The fine till is key. Fine till is key. Then we also need to talk about now the seeds. How do you prepare the seeds so that we have them here on the seed bed? Number one, we are going to have a seed dresser. Seed dresser, the purpose of the seed dresser is to break dormancy. These seeds have high dormancy because of the packaging. They need to stay for longer, so they're in a state of dormancy. So to achieve at least 90% or more, 90 to 95%, I won't say 100, but 90 to 95% germination rate on your seedbed, you need to make sure that you use a seed dresser. Alternatively, you can have some lukewarm water, soak your seeds in lukewarm water overnight or for more than 6 hours, then you're good to go. When they're dry, now you can have them here. So we're going to have this, break the seal now. So here we go. These are our seeds. So I'm going to have them here. These are they look like, the spinach. Then we are going to use, for me, I recommend, or this is what I use. I use a Pronster. Pronster is a product that I've used for some time. It's a seed dresser. It is one of the best that you can use on the farm. So we're going to have just a few grams. We recommend 8 grams. You can always estimate. You don't have to keep on measuring, just estimate. Not too much, such that it just covers the... Okay. So make sure you tear. You can tear here, roughly down here. You can use something. So make sure you cut it and you mix. So these are you mix. It's powder. Then we need some water. Need some water. So you can add some water here, just a little, so that it can mix. You can have some gloves. I'm just improvising. I'm using some nylon paper. Make sure each seed is well soaked. And after soaking that way, now you see, at least it should touch. You have it there. So you can leave it. Today is not sunny, so you can have it directly. If it's very sunny, make sure you put it under shade. So for us, we'll just keep it somewhere close here. Then back to this nursery bed. The nursery bed, like for us, this is open field. So we're bound to have pest infestation that can interfere with the small seeds that you are going to sow here. So the best thing to do is to make sure that our seeds are not eaten or destroyed before they germinate. Because we just need 5 to 7 days for spinach seeds to germinate. This is what I recommend. We spray Actara on our seed bed. This one keeps off the pests and diseases so that we have a perfect germination rate. So we're going to have this in our knapsack spray. So we recommend also for this one, the whole of this pack is 25 grams and have 3 pounds of this one. So we're going to have a little of it here. There's already some water, so I'm going to put this Actara here. Just estimated. You can measure, but with experience you can estimate that way. Then some water. Into our spray. So make sure it mixes well. You put half the knapsack water, then you can fill. This one helps you to make sure that the pest control stuff can dissolve well. Good. There we go. And then, so that we don't waste it, we can have also some water. We need to sprinkle our nursery bed. Make sure it is well watered before we can have our farrows. It should be well watered. Well watered. Some more. Just a little pressure. Good. Then now, when you have that, we can now spray. sure you spray well, evenly on it before you put the seeds. This is Actara. Stretch was well spread all over where our farrows are going to be. So when you are satisfied it is well distributed, just need to sip a few inches. You can always add more after you spread your seeds. Start with that. So we have now to make our farrows. We prefer 15 centimeters between the farrows. Make sure they are at least 2 centimeters deep. You can estimate 2 centimeters, not very deep, shallow farrows. So if I start there, I'm going to make sure you can always remove the big rocks if you find them. So that they don't tamper. So this is one farrow. This is another farrow. This is another one. Make sure they are not very deep, just shallow. So 15 centimeters between the farrows and 2 centimeters deep. Pure estimation, may not measure that exactly. So just shallow. We have another one here. Another one here. I guess now one more. There we go. So we already have that. Our farrows are ready. They are ready to be planted. Remember our seeds, we soaked them so that we reduce the dormancy or break the dormancy. So we're going to have our seeds here. We plant them here in these shallow reels. Then we're going to cover our nursery bed with these materials. You can use grass. If you have a propagation place, still okay. You can have it in the propagation unit. For us, we don't have the propagation unit, so we just outside here, which is a bit harsh, but we are still doing it well. Just need to know how to do it well. So we have our seeds. We have them here. For us, we have not taken that much. So these are the seeds that we started with. They are still not well dried. They're still not well dried. So we need to give them some time so that they dry. Then now we can have them on our nursery bed.